Hi everybody, Sarah Louise here, hope you're good. So I'm back again with another daily Facebook Live. I can't believe that I'm actually able to do these every day again now, but I'm managing to fit in a video before I go out and about. So I don't know how many people will catch me on the live because it's during the day, so it's not probably convenient for USA yet. They won't be up and watching, but the video will go onto my profile so the rerun viewers can watch it at any time. So if you're a rerun viewer catching this from the start, a big hello. Thanks for watching another one of my videos, and if you're a live viewer, it's great to see you on live. So I can just see quite a few people getting on now. Hi Dawn, nice to see you. Hi Caroline, hi Alison. So I'm just going to wait just for a few people to connect, because it does take a while for Facebook to notify people to say I'm going live. Even if they've clicked the notify when Sarah's going live, it does take a little bit of a delay. But as I always say in my videos, I used to make the mistake when I first started doing my lives of literally sitting in silence waiting for people to connect. But remember, the leverage of your videos is people are going to watch it far more as a rerun viewer than a live viewer. So you've got to captivate your audience literally from the very first few seconds. So don't be waiting for the live viewers and looking at the top for that number to go up and up and up and up and up. Think about your audience being in front of you like you stood on a stage, and believe that you're talking to hundreds of people. Don't look at that number and think there's only one person, so you're low in energy, or think, oh my god, there's loads of people watching me, and freak out. Tell yourself that you're actually on stage, and think of yourself as being an audience in front of you, and have that confidence, like you've got to portray that you're talking in front of a big audience, that you need to kind of impress with your knowledge and your value. Then you will step into this power that you probably didn't realise that you had. But when you put yourself under a little bit of pressure of I've got to be my absolute best, you'll perform far better. Where if you look at that number at the top and you see a low number of people watching you, your energy levels will drop and you'll feel as though you can't really be bothered, and that will show in the way that you are. But think about the leverage of your video. It can be shared to other people's profiles if it's a good video. It can be shared to a business page. It can be shared to other people's teams, and it can be shared into many groups on Facebook. So the better your videos are, the higher chance they are of going to be shared. So I just want to give you that just tip while I'm waiting for people to get on. So I'm just going to take a quick mouthful of my hot lemon water, and then I will make a start. So I can see quite a lot of people watching but not many comments, so please do drop a comment in the comment box. Let me know who's on. It's always nice to share some love and some engagement. And another tip to give you is when people actually write comments in the comment box and they leave emojis, your video then goes into the newsfeed because Facebook sees it as a popular video. So if you're watching now, please do leave a comment or leave an emoji, and let's get this into the newsfeed to help more people, because the more exposure I get, the more videos I'll do, and they're helping you for free. So it's a win-win. You help me, I help you. Suffering terrible with hay fever. I'm having like a little heat wave here in the UK, or a long heat wave should I say, and my throat is so sore. So today's topic, I wanted to talk about how to become an online influencer and how to grow your following. Now this is just from my perspective of what I have seen and witnessed myself from being zero marketing experience, being an online marketer from May last year, and building up a following from scratch. So everything I talk about, I always kind of like talk the talk and walk the walk. And I believe that when you're giving your value on your Facebook lives, or if you do YouTube videos, or however it is you want to put your content out there, it's far better for you to be talking about things that you genuinely do. And that is a number one tip that I would say, that if you want to become an online influencer, be prepared to go deep rather than to go wide. So if you want to have multiple streams of income, you've got to be very careful which ones you choose, because if you're seen to promoting this one week, that another week, talking about this, talking about that, you can repel your audience of them thinking, well, they can't be making much money because they're promoting this one week and that the next week. You might actually be doing really well in all of these, but think about how you're portraying yourself to people that don't know who you are. They're going to think you're not earning much money, so therefore you're trying a bit of everything, where you could actually be a 6 or 7 figure earner and handling them all great. But it's the perspective you're giving to people that don't really know who you are. So if you are doing multiple income streams, you have to let them flow and show why you're doing different ones. So when you talk about different opportunities or create your content on social media, congruency is what will build you a loyal following, and congruency is what people will then respect you in the industry as a leader. So I would say that if you are in multiple income streams, I would say to not be promoting things left, right and centre all the time. I would have, say, like a 2-week where you sort of push something more, then ease off that, then 2 weeks later push something else. But all of your content wants to be congruent. So my page, for example, is I'm in high ticket informational business opportunities where I sell courses to help people be successful online, and it's a business opportunity in itself with coaches and high ticket commissions. So the people I want to attract onto my page, I need to be thinking about who are those people and who do I want to attract. I'm also in cryptocurrency as well. So the content I put out there is not too pushed in one direction. It's appealing to people with money, people with a business mindset, and people that want to be successful online. So my top tips would be to pick 2 to 3 things what you want to be known for in the industry. We can all market a product, we can all sell a product, but that is not what makes you an influencer, and that is not what creates you a following. What you want to be doing is you want to pick one thing that's going to attract customers to your page. You want to pick another that's going to attract leaders, builders and team members to your page. And then the third thing is you want to be seen to providing solutions to what these 2 types of people would have. So an example again would be my profile, because it makes it easier for people to probably understand why I do what I do and why. So I obviously talk about the products which I market. That is to attract customers. I then talk about things like attraction marketing, I talk about branding, I talk about Facebook content creation, I talk about the algorithm, I'm very geeky about that, but all of this is congruent for an online marketer. It's tapping into things that marketers would struggle with, but it's also showing people that if they follow all of this, there's no reason why they can't be successful as well. So I'm planting seeds of positive thoughts in people's minds all the time about what I'm passionate about, what I stand for, and what I can help people do online. But I'm clearly a product of the product. I'm buying the courses, learning the courses, giving the value out on what I'm learning, but also I've built up a loyal following on Facebook. I've got nearly 6,000 followers on Facebook. I've got over 20,000 followers on Instagram, and it's because I've been congruent all the time in my message. I show up 7 days a week, whether it's just a post one day to show my lifestyle, whether it's a Facebook Live to provide some value, whether it's some content that's going to be inspiring or motivating, or talking about my story or something I've overcome. But everything has a congruent message behind it, because I'm wanting to appeal to those kind of people that are going to see my content and connect with it. So you now think about what industry you're in, whether it's, say, like health and wellness, for example. You don't want to be just talking about the products. You want to be attracting people into your business, and think about what do these people struggle with when they get into your health and wellness business, for example. What would they need to hit the ground running and get started quickly? Then you have to go deep into those topics and think about, you need to be that go-to person that people then look up to as being a voice of authority and someone that they enjoy watching your videos, they enjoy reading your content, because they're always going to come away with some form of value which they can either put into the business that they already have, or if they're thinking about joining a business, they're going to think about joining you. The more value you put out there, the easier it is to recruit, because you're not spending hours in Messenger directly messaging people. You're drawing people to you like a magnet. Every time I do a Facebook Live, my inbox blows up in Messenger because people are saying that they've enjoyed my live. What is it that you do? I want to find out more about your business. Or they say I really connect with your personality, or I've got lots of value from you. I'm interested to work with you. Do you see the benefit? So the more you are seen as a person of value, that you genuinely care for people, the more that you tap into things that people really struggle with in your industry. And if you then talk about ways that you've overcome them, how you can help other people overcome them, if you stick to just 3 topics in your specific niche, and then think, right, where can I get content from online to make me look like the most knowledgeable person in the marketplace? You have to raise the bar and think of yourself as being the best possible person in the industry. Sod what everybody else is doing. Don't get distracted by the noise. You have to tell yourself that you are going to be the best possible person, and you've got to have that confidence in yourself. And people probably watching me thinking, who the hell does she think she is? But you've got to tell yourself that you are the best, because you've got to constantly keep raising the bar. Because if you don't keep raising the bar, other people are going to overtake you, and you actually become replaceable in the marketplace. You want to become irreplaceable, because as these people are progressing, you're already several steps ahead. So think about what you're passionate about in the industry. When you wake up in the morning, what do you love to do? What is your passion in your industry? And what really brings you a sense of satisfaction? When you go to bed on a night, what do you feel as though has fulfilled you the most about your job? And then you want to use that as your 3 main things that you do. So if you love to say build relationships, maybe you're slightly shy but you love to build relationships, you can do content all about how to build relationships. If you're very good at team building and building a team from scratch and getting your team to duplicate, talk about that, because it's making you look like a leader that other people would want to join. If you're very good at copywriting and you have very, very good conversions in email marketing, don't be afraid to share that and talk about it, because from there, if you get enough interest, you can create your own mini course, and then it's another source of income which you can do. It's like me, for example. I love doing Facebook Lives. I've done them for like a year now, just over a year. I now help other people with Facebook Lives because it's a very daunting thing to get going with from scratch, and it's something that people, it frightens a lot of people, or they don't know what to do, or they're intimidated, so therefore they daren't get started. People like me help those kind of people. So it doesn't matter whether they're in beauty, health and wellness, crypto, forex, I can still help those people. So think about what other additional income streams you can create for yourself by being an online influencer in not just your main business that you do, but think about the things outside of your business, recruiting, marketing, branding, all these things that you possibly could be good at. Think about what your core strengths are rather than your weaknesses, and then use that as your building block for you to be your influencer. So if you compare if you go onto Instagram, people follow Instagram accounts because they are congruent. So you would follow an Instagram account if it was all about beauty. You'd follow it if it was all about travel. Think about your Facebook profile, as people are going to follow you again for congruency. So they're going to want to see, every time you pop into their news feed, they're going to want to see some kind of congruent message, what is related to your target audience. If they see things pop up that they think, that's a bit weird, I wasn't expecting Sarah to post that, you're going to repel your audience, and you're going to backtrack all that hard work that you've done. So you want to think of yourself as, what would I want to see pop up in a news feed? When you're following other people, if you're following influencers, or you particularly align and connect with somebody on social media, what do you look forward to seeing the most? Do you enjoy their videos? Do you enjoy the content? Do you enjoy the pictures? What is it that you enjoy best about theirs? And then think, how can I then put that into my own kind of brand for me to do what I do? because remember, success leaves clues. So whatever aligns with you, like attracts like. So then use that as part of your branding, use it as part of your marketing strategy. And if you do this consistently 7 days a week, you'll start to notice then that you get better engagement on your posts. You find that more people are starting to comment on your posts. You'll find then that you've got the same kind of people always coming to comment on your posts. You can then start to build relationships on a one-on-one in Messenger with these people because they're consistently showing up. Now they're showing up for a reason, because they like what you say and like what you do. They are then warm leads that you want to nurture to see if they are potentially suitable for your business. So think about it in a powerful, compact way of the more you get, the more you are congruent with your message, the more you're targeting a specific audience. It doesn't matter if your audience is small, you'll get better conversions because your message is very powerful to the right people. If you're trying to just appeal to everybody and anybody, and if you're trying to just get, if you're one of these people that says, good morning back, that's not branding you as an influencer. That's not making you look like somebody that I would want to join in business. Think about the competition to get into the news feed. Think about how many marketers are on Facebook, and just think about the power and the leverage of your post, that you've got to be seen every time you're in the news feed to be impacting people in a positive way. But think about everything that you do on Facebook should have a purpose, and everything that you do on Facebook should all be related to your brand. So if you're having an off day, don't post about it. Always post with positivity, because people have enough going on in their life to come onto Facebook and read about somebody else's drama. So I would say to keep that off Facebook and keep it all related to your business and your brand, your passions and your interests of what you stand for. And if you consistently keep doing this, then the last part I just want to cover is you've got to be building up your audience all the time, because your friends and family aren't going to connect with what you're doing because they are not your tribe. So when you're adding people to your friends list daily, don't just add people off other people's accounts and just randomly people thinking, well, I don't really know who to add, so just add everybody and anybody. You need to be congruent again with who you're adding. So think, who would I want my perfect customer to be? Who would I want my perfect team member to be? What kind of interests and hobbies would they have outside of business? And find Facebook groups where these people are. Not buy and sell groups, not make money online, not work from home. They are spam groups. Avoid those literally like the plague. They are full of failing marketers that just spam links. They are not people that are going to join your business. You want to go into Facebook groups that are highly engaging, meaning lots of posts, lots of engagement, lots of likes. When you go into groups where people are congruent with what you stand for, your vision, your dreams, your goals, your hobbies, your interests, think about the hobbies and interests where people have money. Sporting pages, beauty pages, things of, fashion. It might not be anything related to your business, but people have money and they're very passionate in these pages. They also engage a lot in these pages. Travel pages, holiday destinations. People have money. 5-star holidays, business class lounges. This is why I always say to people that are in my team, just the very last part, every time you post something on Facebook and you use a picture, always tag in the location of where you are. If you're out in a cafe, if you're in a hotel, you're in a restaurant, tag it, because chances are your post is going to be public on their business page, which then gives you free exposure again. And if you're eating out in nice restaurants, staying in nice hotels, traveling to nice holidays, I've had people inbox me to say they've seen my post on like a Dubai hotels page, or they've seen me on like drinking champagne or something in a cocktail bar. They've come to me because I've appeared on that business page. So don't rule out and think it's all about business. Every single one of us that does business has a lifestyle and has interests outside. So think about where those people are going to be Where would they hang out? And they're the pages of people you want to start having conversations with, because they're the kind of people that you want on board because they've got money to invest into a business. So just take these little helpful tips on board, and there's no reason why, if you don't start adding those kind of people to your Facebook page, provide the content that they want to see daily, then you'll start to build up your following, you'll start to get more and more engagement, and the more you're seen as that go-to person with the value that people are looking for, and you're knowledgeable in your field, go onto blogs, go onto YouTube, go onto Facebook, write notes when you watch other people's videos, go onto a blog and write just bullet points about an interesting article, recreate it and then put it on Facebook. You're then seen as somebody with the value. All you're doing is recreating somebody else's content, but you're not copying it. You're not doing a copy and paste, you're recreating it. And it's like if somebody was to do a video today on how to be an online influencer, they could take notes from my video today and recreate this. It would never be a copy of my video. It would be inspiration from it for somebody to create it again. So don't overcomplicate this industry. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. We are literally just trying to inspire and motivate normal people out there to have that passion to just have a better life. So if people connect with you and what you stand for, the sales will come. But don't focus all about making commissions and getting the sales. Focus about putting all of the value out there. And that's all that I do. And today I've had another $1,000 sale that I've had a notification from while I've been out walking my dog today. Came home, got a notification in the Facebook group that I've had a pro sale today, so that's $1,000 commissions that I've earned today. Have you seen me pitching anything on my Facebook? Have you seen me putting any links on my Facebook? Absolutely not. All I'm doing is putting value out there to show how I can help people. I'm building relationships in Messenger and being a very friendly, helpful, genuine person. And what I earn is a reflection of the value I put out there, which is why I do these videos, to highly encourage you to do the same. Because all of that is profit, because I spend zero on advertising. Everything I do is attraction marketing through Facebook. I have an Instagram page. I don't post on it every single day, but I do try and post several times a week. But it has my link back to my Facebook profile. So I'm generating leads from Instagram, but back to where I'm my powerhouse, which is Facebook. So rather than being spread too thin on two platforms, I'm just driving fresh new leads that have come off Instagram onto my Facebook page, where I believe that is the best place to market. So, just use that little helpful tip again. But I just hope, that there has been some tips that you can take away now. And if you're wanting to build a following and you want to be seen as like an influencer, it doesn't matter how successful you've been. It doesn't matter how much money's in your bank. It doesn't even matter what car you drive or what house you live in. An influencer excuse me, an influencer is all about what comes out of here. It's irrelevant what you look like, it doesn't matter what age, it doesn't matter what your face looks like, your body looks like, it's what comes out of your mouth. So make it all about how much value can I bring to the marketplace, and how can I be that person that nobody can forget, because my content's being shared so much by people, because you're giving away so much value. You end up becoming viral, you end up becoming a known person on a social media platform, but for the right reasons, and it's all about being known for value. At my funeral, I don't want to be remembered for having, nice hair or wearing a pretty dress. I want people to remember me for being someone that's had an impact on people's lives. So always have that attitude of, you want to be remembered for the right reasons. So every time you write a post on Facebook, every time you comment on your every time somebody comments on your page and you comment back, every time you comment on somebody else's post on Facebook, people's eyes are on you wherever you are. So always lead with that professional front, because you always want to be known as that person that nobody ever has that second thought of. They might think they're a little bit shady, or they might not trust you. They want to always think of you as being that legit person that you are portraying that you are. So feel free to share this with your team. Feel free to share it on, your profile. And, if you are interested in what I do and you want to find out more, I'm not here to try and pitch, but at the end of the day, I'm here to help people that want to help themselves online. So do inbox me if you want to find out more, and I'm more than happy to talk to you. So take care, and I will speak with you later. Bye.